Let's chat about commodities now, where we have seen an uptick and a turnaround come in as the European markets have opened. We started Asia on a softer note, but at this point on your screens, 0.5% of a gain coming in for the crude prices, $93 pretty much inside there. Same is the case with Brent crude as well, 0.2% of gain coming in for that one as well. The retail sales numbers from US have been quite positive, more than what the markets were expecting, and that's the reason you have seen the turnaround come in. Not so much for gold, very flat trades happening there, but we have seen a turnaround and gain come in for the base metal sector as well, where copper prices are trading more than 0.5% on the higher side, while the high inventories on LME is something that would continue to put pressure. But at this point in time, it's the positive data that really seems to be doing its trick onto the sentiment. Let's get in then Dharmesh Bhatia. He's Associate VP, Kotak Commodities, and he joins us live on the show. Dharmesh, hi, welcome. Let's start with the copper prices first and the kind of run-up that we have seen. Even as most of the fundamentals are on the bearish side, what would you give this gain to?
If you have noticed, the gain has been seen recently for 2 to 3 days. This is just a profit booking. You can see the price has declined from almost 450 and continuous fall was seen. The jump was almost from 420 level. The current level is a good level to actually go and short. International also, if you have seen the price unable to close above the major psychological level of 8,000 LME, with stock being piled up, I'm expecting the price again to show us a downtrend. So a speculative rise around 430 is a good level to short, maintaining a stop loss of 434, and I'm expecting the price again breach the major support of 421, and 412 is a level which I'm expecting is a previous bottom. So sell on rise is advisable for copper for short term.
Dharmesh, also what's your sense now coming in for the precious metal prices? Because 2 good days and today again is a very stable consolidating kind of a session coming in. Do you think the gold and silver price is also expected to trade within the range for the coming few sessions as well?
Definitely, I'm expecting especially silver for past range around $29 to $30. And in the international market, if you have seen the price, the volume has started declining. Even in gold, the price is not going above $1,600. Very thin volume and volatility is seen in the market. Domestic market, the daytime, the volatility is just because of INR, but in evening time, you have seen the price again heading south. So any rise, I'll suggest you to go short, especially silver. I'm expecting the price head towards $28.5 in international and domestic market. You can see the price breaching 53,000 also. For intraday purpose, I'm expecting 300 to 400 rupees downside in silver. And talking about gold, I'm expecting the support of 29,142, which is the previous bottom. You can see the price can breach. You can see because of rupee dollar also, rupee is actually today also has seen a sharp rise, almost 40 paisa rise. So I'm expecting the price to breach 54 level immediately.
Dharmesh, you mentioned about the rupee there. I mean, we haven't seen too much of a movement happening in the precious metal prices in the international markets. But with the rupee calculation, how are you looking at the changes here?
Talking about rupee, there is a mixed trend because of rupee. It's getting stronger. You can see the price in domestic market getting some sell-off. But again, the euro, if you are talking about euro, it's holding around 1.30. If dollar gets weak, you can see the gold price internationally showing some firmness, internationally breaching the 1555, 1556 level, which is actually the major level. And past 6 years, the market has tried to breach that level and bounce back from that level. So again, that level comes as a very crucial level. But with rupee concern, you can see the calculation. If you see the parity, you can see the difference of 1 rupee. We can calculate around 300 rupees in domestic market. So 29,100 to 29,200 is a level where market should get stable. So that is a good level to accumulate.
And that's the gold prices on your screen there. Because of the rupee appreciation, you have seen 0.5% of a decline coming in on the MCX gold prices, while the international prices, of course, are trading steady to slightly positive. Dharmesh, how are you looking at the crude prices now? Because while we saw some gains come into the markets yesterday, even for the NYMEX crude prices, it's not breaching 90 on the lower side, nor 95 on the higher side for many, many sessions now.
Talking about energy, global economy is still going now. It's in a very slowdown moment, and internationally is unable to breach $90 a major support. But with rupee concern, I'm expecting rupee to breach 54, which will eventually push the domestic market. And it actually tried 5,000 level on a downside. If you have noticed, the Brent crude and NYMEX crude, the gap again has started shrinking. So this shows some positive sign for the domestic market and international also. But it's just a profit booking. I'm expecting again the gap to widen up, and you can see the sell-off in the MCX price. I'm expecting market again head towards 4,800 to 4,850 level for maybe a 3 to 4 trading session. You can see I'm expecting sell-on rise advisable for crude.
Also, what's your sense coming in for the natural gas prices? Because while the crude prices have been in that range, we have seen natural gas prices continue to gain up. 190 is holding, while 200, of course, is something that's meandering around. But what's your sense coming in for this one?
Talking about gas international is holding about 3.5, almost heading towards the resistance of 3.83, 3.90. Domestically, if you have seen past 5 weeks, it has given a sharp run up from 175 to almost 200, 201 rupee. and the second one contract is also trading at a premium. I'm expecting market to be little positive with rupee. If rupee starts depreciating, we can expect the price again head towards 210 to 211, which is a actual level. So I'll suggest you to wait and watch. Any weekly close about 200 will give us some rally of 208 to 210 level. So buying is advisable for natural gas.
Buying in natural gas, but you have a sell call coming in across both, Dharmesh, whether it's the precious metals, copper or crude as well. Looking at the kind of data that we have in hand and the easy money policy coming in from Japan and Europe as well, do you think there's a turnaround coming in at least in the medium term, or do you think the pattern pretty much has been set for 2013 now?
I'm expecting the pattern is still weak. If you have noticed the 2012 silver, or talking about base metal, everything has given a negative return except crude, which has given a positive return. I'm expecting this year especially will be bearish prone for the base metal. Zinc lead, which is actually trading at almost $2,000 LME, which is a cost of production. So I don't think so a big turnaround is going on. I'm still bearish for this quarter. At least I'm seeing the price to trade negative.
Just one quick last question then, Dharmesh. What's your sense on which of the sectors you would want to start putting money in on the bullish side now?
I would suggest you to go for energy sector. I'm still bullish on crude oil prices because it's still holding around $90, and international also the gap is still trading in a widened gap. I'm expecting the NYMEX crude to show some positive sign and crossover to positive maybe around Brent crude, and this gap, the turnaround will give a eventual positive sign to the MCX price. So for this quarter maybe I'm still bullish on crude oil.
And what kind of returns are you expecting in the next 15 days, because that's all the quarter has now?
I'm expecting maybe price to head against $95 for a long run. But short term maybe around $91, $92 the market will stabilize. If rupee concern, I'm expecting the rupee to get appreciated, which will actually push the domestic market. It's a very mixed trend, but eventually I'm still bullish on crude oil for a long run.